TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, Snapchat AI, short-form content has taken over the world, and as a teenager, I cannot get enough. This constant tug-of-war proves to be an everyday battle, as being productive is often limited by the desire for this content. But what if your phone could help you focus and not distract you? That's what we're going to learn today. Stick around to the end of the video where you'll learn how to turn your phone into an epic productivity machine. What's up guys, it's JT from Make Life Epic. Let's get straight into this one. Tip number 1 is going to be Screen Zen. I've been using Screen Zen for I think almost a year now, and I love the app. How it works is you download Screen Zen onto your phone. Then you can set limits for any app you want using Screen Zen. Once you set these limits, Screen Zen will limit you to a certain amount of opens for a certain amount of time per day. So for me, I put Screen Zen on all my social media apps and limit myself to 5 7-minute intervals every day. Once your intervals are used up, you can continue opening the app, it's just you won't keep your streak. How the streak works is if you just stay under the 5 opens per day, it'll add to your streak. And you may not think this is going to work, as I doubted it at first, but once I started a streak of like 20 days, I became super adamant about keeping my streak, and now I have a streak of over 300 days. So it really goes to show that it can be really effective just with a simple little number that pops up every single time you open it. Another great thing I love about Screen Zen is every single time you tap on the app, it says take a deep breath, which I think is nice and kind of a little reminder to think about what you're doing before you actually open the app. Tip number 2 is any sort of to-do or productivity app. So personally, I use TickTick, which is an amazing app for iPhones that acts as like a really sophisticated checklist. So if you've ever heard of an Eisenhower matrix or 1, 2, 3, 4s, that's actually in this app where you can prioritize things and set priorities for anything you have to do. It also has focus times, so you can have a certain amount of time where you'll focus, and it also has a calendar feature, so you can schedule things in. I find apps like these super helpful of staying on task and knowing what needs to get done and being able to see everything laid out. I think other similar apps, I don't use it, but I've heard Notion is really good as well, so if TickTick is not your thing, Notion could also work as well. And that would also work on a computer, so you can kind of have everything in one app. Tip number 3 is going to be removing all fun apps from your main home screen. So for me personally, my phone actually got stolen, so I was able to have a complete reset. And what I did is I only downloaded apps that I needed. And any fun apps or anything like that were not productive, I removed them from my home screen. So I still had the app, but it didn't show up on my home screen. I think that having only the necessities on your home screen, like the main screens you see, is super helpful in minimizing clutter and distractions, so that you can really stay focused at the tasks at hand and doing only what you need to do and what's good for the long run and any productivity or anything you have to get done. Kind of piggybacking off of tip number 3, tip number 4 is going to be organizing your home screens to be minimalistic and productivity-based home screen. Me personally, I really only have 2.5 home screens, and I think that this is really key to minimizing clutter and distractions. With only these 2 home screens, you're limited to what you see and are more likely to focus and do whatever is on those 2 screens. You're less likely to go around and start searching for other apps to go on. I think this is a great step towards becoming more productive and turning your iPhone into a productivity machine. Tip number 5 is going to be one of the most important ones in my opinion, and that's going to be deleting any unused apps. I think that digital decluttering is equal to mental decluttering, and by deleting these unused apps, you'll clear up some headspace and make things a little more clear of what you have to do. Deleting all these apps will reduce distractions in your phone and will let you focus at the task at hand, which I think is super important to being productive. Last but not least, we have tip number 6, which I think is the most unique of them all. That's going to be black and white mode. If you've ever heard of it, it turns your phone into a black and white color scheme. While this might not seem very special at first, what it actually does is it makes everything on your phone a little bit more boring. So you're going to be less likely to want to scroll through TikTok or Instagram or anything like that. The lack of colors is going to naturally make your phone a little more dull and boring, which is going to let you be more productive than anything else you have to do. By turning on this mode during crucial times when you have to get work done or go to sleep, it can be super helpful to let you focus on the task at hand. Just a few extra tips that I like to mention is that widgets are super helpful, as well as do not disturb and focus modes. I think those 2 combined can really cap off your productivity machine. I think that these 2 things, the widgets and the focus modes, are super helpful in showing what you need to be seen through the widgets and really locking in when you turn on do not disturb and things like that. It's really going to prevent distractions and any text messages or calls you may get while you're trying to get work done. With that, that's going to conclude my list of tips. Just to recap all of them, we have Screen Zen, then we have our to-do list apps, then we have removing fun or any distracting apps, then we have organizing our main pages, then we have deleting any unused apps, and then we have our black and white mode. and any bonus tips, which included our widgets and our focus modes. Just remember, your phone can be an amazing tool if you set it up right. With the tools that I've just listed, you can turn your phone into an epic productivity machine. I want you to try just 2 of the methods that I listed today and let me know how they went in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in next week's video. Get excited!